Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have sort of a different video for you. I'm actually doing an apartment related video, which I haven't done in a while, actually pretty much since my apartment tour when I first moved into this place. What I'm going to be doing today is rearranging my apartment. So if you haven't seen my apartment tour, I live in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and I am a full-time YouTuber, so I work from home, I film videos at home, I edit from home, I obviously live at home, and that was kind of the biggest struggle when I first moved in, is just trying to find a way that I can have a workspace within my living space and make it feel separate and all of that. And for a while, when we first set up my apartment, I thought I had a pretty good setup and found a good solution to that, and it worked for me for years. I've been in this place almost 2 years now. I love my space. I love the way it's decorated. Shout out Sorry Girls. But over the past couple of years, from filming videos and all of that, there has been a couple struggles that I've had with my apartment in terms of just maximizing productivity and also making sure that I feel the healthiest mentally with that separation from work and personal life. At the beginning, when I first moved in here, it was totally fine, and I didn't really notice that many issues. But as you live in a place more and more, you just notice certain things that bother you. The most ideal situation for me would actually be to get a bigger apartment, one that has 2 bedrooms, so that I can at least have one room set as an office. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon. That is very expensive. I live in downtown Toronto. For now, until we reach that dream and that goal, this is the best solution that I can think of, and hopefully I'll be able to maximize my productivity or efficiency, or at least make it feel a little bit different in here. Fingers crossed. All right, let me just flip you guys around and sort of walk you through some of the issues that I've been having so you can kind of see my dilemma here. All right, so I'm currently standing in my kitchen. It probably would help if you guys go check out my initial apartment tour when I first moved into this place, so you have a better reference point. But when you look up, we have sort of like the dining room area, this little nook here, and then my dining room table here. This is new from when I did my apartment tour. As you can see, a lot of stuff has piled up. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so the storage has not been quite there over the past couple of years, so I've just compiled a bunch of stationery, of course, and a bunch of other stuff, which is not ideal. I'm the type of person who gets very stressed out when I see clutter and messes, and I feel like it just doesn't help my productivity seeing that mess here. I have my dining room table here. I actually love this dining room table. I have this over top of it. This is what I film my videos on top of because I like to switch out my tabletop backgrounds a lot. And then, okay, this is where we have the issue. So first of all, yes, it is a mess here, but also this. As you can see, this is, I don't even know what I want to say about this. It's just really not great. So if you're confused, like, Amanda, why is your desk in the center of your apartment like this? The reason why I have it set up here is for filming purposes. It actually normally sits right there, and if you watch my apartment tour, you would have seen that. But this desk is not even really a desk, it's a tabletop on filing cabinet. So it's wheelable, rollable. So I always just roll this out whenever I need to film. You guys have probably seen me film some videos against that background. Because it looks really nice and really pretty, obviously. So whenever I film videos, I just rotate my desk outwards like that so I can film against that background. And then whenever I'm done, I just roll it back right into here, and that's where the desk sits normally. Which actually, to be fair, has worked really well for the past year or so. When I was just filming videos, it wasn't that big of a deal because, to be honest, I don't film videos that frequently, so the times that I was just filming, it was super easy. The issue is that I've actually been streaming on Twitch a lot more frequently. I have been rolling this out essentially every day, putting all of this stuff up, taking it all back down. That's also why I have this camera stand sitting here. Basically, I've gotten to the point where I get too lazy to put stuff away, so now I just leave it like this because I stream every other day. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe if I'm streaming, I don't need to stream against this background. I can just leave the desk up against here where it's normally stationed. But then the issue is that it's right in front of the windows. So if I were to stream this way, it would be backlit. So it's physically impossible for me to do pretty much anything except roll out this desk and leave it there, if that makes sense. So yes, it is not ideal. This is like the current situation. I essentially have to walk over wires every single day. It's not pleasant. I can't even tell you guys the amount of times I've had to roll this desk back and forth, and I'm tired of it. So now you guys sort of understand my dilemma. Basically, I'm struggling because I don't have a designated office workspace. A lot of it, as you can see, rolls outward and comes into my living space. In terms of productivity, if we're talking about that, I feel like it's really beneficial to have separate work and personal space, especially if you work from home. Sometimes I'll find that I either get really distracted when I'm sitting at my desk because I use my desk for so many different things, or vice versa. So I have a plan. I don't know if it'll work. I hope that it will work. I made a little sketch. I'm serious about this. This is like serious interior, it's not even interior design, interior rearrangements. Also, it is in the evening, so this might end up taking us late into the night, but I'm fed up. I need this to be fixed today. Okay, excuse the drawing. This is my current setup. So this is where the couch is, and then we have my bedroom, and then this is the kitchen hallway. Right now we have my dining room here, my desk sits here, and then sometimes I roll it out over here. My plan is for it to be this. So I measured the space between this wall and my little nook here, which I don't want to move this. One, because I really like the location, and also because we kind of bolted in the mirror at the top, so I don't want to move it. It's too much work. But I measured the space between this, and the end of the wall. I think my desk will fit perfectly right in there. So I'm hoping that that will be a nice permanent setup for me to leave my desk there. Before here, when I had my desk, if I were to film from this way, it would be backlit. And if I were to film from this way, you would just see an ugly TV as the backdrop. So it wasn't ideal, but with this setup, I can film and you can still see the pretty background. The only issue is my dining table is a little big. This is the only area that I feel like I will have some hiccups, is finding a good placement for the dining table that doesn't just feel like it's a table sitting in the middle of my room. But I feel like I'm a very visual person, so I need to see it in real life to actually make it work. But this is my current plan. I have hope that maybe it will become a solution, but currently I have to clean up all of this stuff here because that's where the desk is gonna go. I might just shove things to the side temporarily just so I can see what the desk looks like when it's fit in there. I also need to move that plant over a bit. Play my Spotify playlist called Hype.
Okay, playing your Spotify playlist called Hype.
I'm scared to move my plant. I don't want to hurt it. I'm gonna try to move it as gently as possible, but it needs to move. It needs to go. We'll find a new home for it. Also, I realized this area has not been cleared out in a while, which means it had not been vacuumed for a while, which is kind of disgusting. So I'm very glad that we're doing this right now. Okay, this is a moment of truth to see what this desk will look like here instead. This is a big moment. Also, I'm very tired right now, moving all of this stuff. I'm sweating. Okay, let's do it. Oh my gosh. Wait, guys. I kind of like that. I need to move it over a little bit though. Hold on. Wait, what do you guys think? I feel like that looks really good. I know you can't really respond to me, but this is the current mess that I have going on. But this right here, this is a different story. I actually really like the way that that looks. I feel like it fits really perfectly within this space. And also what I didn't realize, an added perk, is that the wallpaper kind of separates it out from the rest of the room, because this is the only wall that has this wallpaper. So it does kind of feel like a separate office space. I just realized this now. This is actually full of my stationery. If you guys haven't seen my reorganizing my stationery collection video, I will link it. But yeah, that has all of my stationery, which works even better because when I'm working and drawing at my desk, I can easily access it. So it kind of works out even better than before. The one thing that I do think I need is kind of like a little area rug for the office. I think that would be cute. But that's a future thing. For now, I'm going to start to move back some of the other stuff so we can kind of see it all in its full glory. I have finished setting up my little office area, as you can see behind me. Honestly, it kind of turned out better than I thought it would. Obviously, it's still a little bit of an adjustment. I'm not used to seeing my apartment laid out this way, so we'll have to see how it works out as I film videos and see whether it does improve my workflow, having it just stationed there. So first of all, of course, we have the main desk setup. Again, I really like how it looks like with the wallpaper. I feel like it makes the office look a little bit more fun, you know, make work a bit more fun. The only thing is that it does jut out a little bit, but not too big of a deal. I am planning on doing like some wire management because down there wires are a mess and I want to make sure that it's cleaner. I am working on fixing up my PC setup. My brother's helping me build a computer, which is another reason why I wanted to have a stationary desk setup, because once I have a big PC, there's no way that I'm going to be able to roll out my desk, roll out my PC, roll out all of the desk setup. So I am looking forward to having the PC fully built and this stationed right under there. Hopefully it works out well. I moved the grid thing up here. Thought it was cute for a little display. I do also have my stationery rack here. I showed you guys this a while back. It is completely a mess because I have compiled a lot of extra stationery, and also actually this whole thing is a mess here. This was all the stuff that was piled up here before, but a lot of this is stationery, and I promised you guys that I would do a reorganizing my stationery video, but the reason why I haven't done it yet is honestly because of this whole situation. I wasn't sure what my desk setup was going to be like, so there was no point in me reorganizing my stationery if I was going to end up moving it. I will definitely be sure to do a reorganizing my stationery video for you guys because all of this I have plans for. I showed you guys these a while back. Still have yet to use them, but I have an idea of how I want to use these and reorganize all of the stationery. So stay tuned for that video. Hopefully it goes up soon after this one. So that's kind of the office area setup. I like this. I like that it ended up looking like a little office nook. So the other thing that changes, obviously, the location of the dining room table because it used to be there. Right now I have it closer to this wall area. By the way, this TV is also actually on a swing mount, so it swings out this way. So if I wanted to watch it from my couch, which is where I'm standing, I could definitely do that. So that is the current setup. You guys might end up seeing it in some future videos and future Twitch streams and all that. As I mentioned, I still do have this whole mess to deal with. That's gonna be a separate video. I didn't want to overwhelm myself for this one video, so we're taking it baby steps. First, rearrange, then reorganize. But this was actually really fun for me. I feel like rearranging your furniture is just a really easy and inexpensive way to update your room without buying a whole bunch of new stuff. If you're bored at home, and you're in the house bored. No, if you're bored at home and maybe you're feeling bleh about your productivity or your work area, or if you're working from home, you know, try out moving your furniture. You might surprise yourself. I'm sweaty and tired, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me push furniture around. I will definitely keep you guys updated on how I like this setup. If you do want to follow me on other platforms, you can find me on Instagram at AmandaRachLee, Twitch, AmandaRachLee, Twitter, AmandaRachLee. Everything's the same. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys, keep doodling and have a good day.